What's up, beautiful people, to another episode of Conversations with Christian. Man, it's me, Ricky Jones Jr. We also have
O'Neal Double in the building.
And we are back again for another episode, another video, another conversation, okay, great people, because, you know, hey, it's been a while. However, we are on the back end of the holiday Christmas festivities.
Yes.
And we want to talk about that, okay? Like, first off, O'Neal, did you enjoy Christmas?
I enjoyed Christmas. It was amazing. Got a chance to see a lot of my family members.
Yes.
People I haven't seen in a while. So, yeah, I enjoyed an amazing good time.
Okay.
Had to use my hands a lot, which we'll get into and talk a little bit about.
I
right?
dig that.
Gave a lot of my time this year. What about you, though?
To somebody that cares.
Yes.
And that matters.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So don't just say it unintentionally, okay?
Well, I mean, I gave a lot of my time. Yes, to people who cares and people who are mad. I mean, and it doesn't necessarily have to be. You can give your time to strangers and so on and help them out and so on. You can, but when you do gift giving and do different things, you don't know the people.
Bro, it was your mom.
I know.
You use your
my
hands
mom
for your
and my
mom.
dad. Yes, and I help them out. Yeah, but I'm just saying though. Back to the comment though. You can help those you don't know, Ricky.
You can do that.
You can give your time when you volunteer. You don't know the people, but you volunteer in your time.
That is true. However, when you're doing for your parents, it shouldn't be such a laborsome, I have to use my hands.
Well, it was labor. It was hard work. My hands, I had to get them dirty, Ricky. But we'll get into that in a moment.
He's still hurting, guys. And so, I did enjoy Christmas. I will say that. Had a lot of twists and turns through the Christmas experience.
Okay.
However, it landed well.
Okay.
And I'll say, more than anything, the kids went up to Atlanta to spend with my family, my mom and my dad.
Yeah.
A week before Christmas. And so, they did that. So I drove them up because we had things that we wanted to take up there. Okay. And all that good stuff, like gifts and all of that. And so, but when I retrieved them, I flew up to fly them back because it was Ricky's first flight. And they had been talking about wanting to fly for a long time. Yeah. Ricky loves airplanes and all of that. And so it was crazy because, getting on the plane, then it was like a delay. Then it was another delay. Then it was another delay. It wasn't weather delay. It was a baggage delay. They were like, we're waiting on the bags to come on. And then we're waiting on the...
Wait, what day did you go?
Saturday. So Christmas Eve.
Oh, Christmas Eve is when... Okay, of course, it'd be delayed. Yeah, because my brother, he lives in Atlanta. And he came on Thursday. Yeah. And he actually missed his flight, so that's on him. He was supposed to have been here about 5, but then he had to go on standby and so on. And there were multiple delays leaving and for him to arrive. He didn't get here until 2 in the morning, and I went to the airport and picked him up.
Wow. Yeah. That's a big difference.
Yeah, from 3 p.m., which would have been when he was supposed to leave, to land here at 5.
Oh, yeah.
Then he missed it, and then he did not get here till 2 in the morning,
Gotcha. No, my delay wasn't that bad. It was like an hour delay, but it seemed like forever when you're just sitting on the plane, right? Yeah. But to answer your question, Ricky did do well. Okay. He was available. He was awake during takeoff, excited. And then once we, reached cruising altitude,
fell asleep. Did you put headphones over his little ears?
No, I didn't.
Did you give him gum so he can chew the pop his ears?
I didn't. I didn't do any of that just to see how he would react. And he didn't say anything. Oh, okay. So I was like, okay. I even had water bottles and everything for him. Like I had what was necessary except for the headphones. I don't do that. But I did have like the water. I had fruit snacks. I had the things for him to chew and things. But he didn't need any of it. So shouts out to the boy. Yeah, that's good. We love traveling. My son, he loves flying, but he gets really bad earaches. Jessica gets really bad. My wife gets bad earaches too. Wow. But I have to do different things, give them gum, try to get, over the ear headphones, different things, give him Zyrtec or whatever, for allergies, because he has bad allergies as well to dry him out, I guess, whatever. Ear, nose, throat, they're all connected, right? So, but yeah, and I do feel at times like I'll look over at him where he's really bad earaches and to the point that he might start to cry and stuff, and kind of like makes me like, oh my boy, but yeah, it's hard. But all right, sounds like so. Now for your parents though, like when you were going up, you went all the way, or do you do like the halfway thing? Because sometimes we'll meet someone halfway to do the exchange. Yeah, I remember them days. You went
all the way?
I went all the way.
Okay.
They tell me to come all the way, but I know my mom watches and listens, and if ever you want to come halfway, I'll be there.
Meet them halfway. 50-50.
No, I drive all the way. We drive all the way when we do take them there.
Okay,
and all
that's
the good stuff. So, it was cool. I had a chance to spend time with my dad. He was at the house.
Yeah.
And so it was a quick turnaround. Taking him up Saturday morning. I came back Saturday night when I drove. And then when I flew up Saturday morning, came back Saturday night.
Yeah.
So, it was a quick turnaround, but it was enough to, be able to see my dad.
Yeah.
And when I went back, I was able to see my mom and all that good stuff. So that part was cool. And then on the flip side, Christmas was on Sunday this year.
Yeah.
And so we had Christmas service.
Yeah.
And then we had Christmas fun, which I liked it. Truth be told, it was, gave us something to look forward to in the morning.
Yeah.
That was outside of the gifts. And then we were able to open the gifts after service.
Yeah.
And
you didn't let them do one before or
no, I was going to, but no.
I mean, because the kids look forward to it. They wake up, Christmas gifts, get in the car, let's go.
Yeah, not mine.
That's how you did it.
They were asleep.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you snuck
them. We had to wake them up.
Oh, you woke it like when you got to church, you mean? You didn't wake them up at the house?
Crystal prepared them for church. I was already there.
Oh.
Because I was serving, but she said she had to wake them up for service.
Oh.
And so, they don't really get like that.
Yeah. Now, my kids, they'll get, when the girls are younger, they're grown now, but they'll get up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh yeah, no.
Down there at the tree.
No.
Where was this?
Yeah, no. I don't know. Maybe that's your family. That's in yours.
Do you wrap presents or no?
Crystal does.
Oh wow.
She Crystal.
You don't wrap any? You didn't wrap any?
No. But that's why we're here. We're here to talk about
equality, bro. Like, what is this? Oh, you just throw it on her. Here, woman, you wrap these presents? I see you differently now.
I didn't say any of those words.
Well, you don't have to. I read between the lines.
Interesting. Hopefully, she doesn't see that this way. However, we do have conversations, but we're here. We talk about Christmas. So, hearing you, I take it that you soak up the Christmas experience, the Christmas season, the Christmas festivities. You take it all in.
I love it. I love around this time of the year for many reasons. Of course, we had to celebrate, the birth of our Lord and Savior, right? Yeah. Just, recognizing that, and also just to see the way that people kind of treat each other a little bit during the season, right? Where people who go out of their way, going back to the volunteering like we talked about, or you hear a lot of stories about people delivering gifts, or they have the different toy drives that, whether it be church-based, secular, whatever it might be, but just the different things that we as people do in order to think about the fact that, okay, God gave us a gift, right? The ultimate gift, and it's better to, give than receive.
Yes.
So then people go out of their way to do whatever they can do for others, or so I love it for that, where you get to see people treat others maybe different than what they would do, 364 days out of the year. And it would be nice to see that behavior, that personality, that the whatever it is, carry over to when you might see someone you want to get upset about whatever the thing might be, where you see them differently, whatever. And no, you know what? Let me revert back to the way that I was feeling, jolly and happy around Christmas. So I really like that. So going back to
but let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
I get the Christmas spirit, but do you also participate in the Christmas atmosphere and festivities such as hanging trees, putting up lights, wrapping gifts?
La 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 la. I probably said that wrong, but
and you obviously
I was off.
No, you don't sing it.
Oh,
it's clear you don't sing it.
I'm a singer, bro.
Yeah, me too.
I'm a singer. No, we do. So, for us, so when Jessica, growing up, we really didn't celebrate things, not because of anything religious, like, Jehovah's Witness or anything like that, but we didn't celebrate things because we didn't have money to celebrate things, Sometimes you don't realize how poor you are, or you were, until later in life, you're like, oh, wow, we were poor, So, so we didn't really get a chance to, do things. I learned that Santa wasn't real when I was in 3rd grade.
Okay.
When I wanted so badly. Remember those watches? Nowadays, you have everything on your watch. but it was a calculator.
Oh, you know? yes. Like a little, I remember that with the little buttons.
Yeah, with little buttons. Yeah. I wanted one so bad. Wow. And I was trying to think, like, okay, any and every time you hear about Santa, there's a chimney involved, right? Mm-hmm. And there's snow. Mm-hmm. We live in Florida. These houses ain't got chimneys, so... Or snow. How's he going to come in my house to give me this thing? But you know what? I didn't question. Like, I thought about it. I said, you know what? I want this watch. I wanted it so badly. Christmas came, and it went, and I didn't have a watch. So then I was like, something's wrong here. Something's not adding up. But anyway, no. But as far as we didn't do things growing up. But then you know, when I got with Jessica and so on, and I wanted what I could not experience as a child. You know, growing up, I always said I want for my kids to have, you know, even more. Than I even came close to having. But we had like a fake tree, you know, for probably like 10 years. But growing up, my wife, they've always had real trees. So then like in 2014 or something like that, we got rid of the fake. And then from there, we've been getting real trees. Wow. Except this year, Christmas felt a little different. We didn't get a tree this year. Okay. But my lovely wife did something unique, which was... and this was very creative, you know, shout out to Jessica for this. She got like on our wall where we live, green little index cards or whatever. And on the wall, we did the outline, or she did in the shape of a tree, and put like little, I have to show you the picture, like little tinsels and whatever on there. And then we wrote the things that we're grateful for on that tree. And then we had like presents under the tree or whatever. Again, I have to show you the photo. But
is it something you would share with the people?
Yeah, I'll share with the people.
So I'll put it up.
But we did that this year. But typically though, we get, you know, started with the faux tree for 10 years, however long. And then from there we transitioned to the real trees, and that's what we've been doing. But sweeping up the pine needles and stuff. That's not fun. That's not fun.
And so for me, I don't really care for like the Christmas festivities. No. Like as far as putting up trees, putting up lights, putting up decor, putting up stockings, none of it. I don't like to do any of it. I believe it's because of growing up, my mom's birthday is actually Christmas Day. So it was like that double thing. So she definitely loves celebrating Christmas. And her birthday as well. However, being the only child, I had to be the one that had to clean all this stuff up, bring all the stuff out and all that. And I said to myself, if it's my choice, I don't ever want to do this again.
Wow.
And so that's why now Crystal, she loves Christmas. Okay, cool. We have a tree, she puts it up. We have a tree, she decorates it. If there's the decoration, she puts them up. That's what she loves to do.
Bro, it's a family thing. You sound like you kind of disconnected because of your childhood.
I would say that. I'm okay.
Let her know.
I'm open. I'm open.
Us together. Like decorating the tree, usually what I'll do is my wife will pick a theme for the year, right? Whether we have just all silver everything, all gold, all whatever. We do colored lights, we do white lights. What is it that we're doing this year, right? From there, we then go together. We buy, when we had the faux tree, we would take it out the box. We would open the little arms, little things. Like we would do it together, take out the instructions. It's a family thing where we all do it together. Now, and then for the real tree situation, we go together as a family to Lowe's or, you know, Home Depot, wherever, or a tree farm, and we buy the thing, then we get it to the house, bring it in together, stand it up, and then we decorate it together. Everything's together. Even the kids have their own ornaments, right? That they picked out. Do your kids have ornaments that they picked out? Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
They might.
Come on, bro.
I just don't care for it, bro.
For real?
For real.
The stockings and hanging. Okay, wow.
Now, what I will say is, out of it all, right, the Christmas season, I will say I do love the ability and the parts that we as people get to come together with our families. I do love that part. Yeah. Right? But I even would say, like, gifts, I don't know why. It's a necessity. I feel like you have a whole year of getting things. You have a birthday. I think birthdays are amazing, right? celebrate people on their birthday. But you have a whole year to get them stuff. Why does it all culminate to this day?
I mean, well, you should be giving stuff throughout the year. I mean, giving things, those here and there.
You know what I'm saying? You earned this. Congratulations. I thought you should have this. Boom.
Yeah. But like, also that day, I mean, kind of signify, again, God gave us a gift, right? To those, He loves us, right? So
I get that.
Also,
so why not?
We're giving gifts to those we love as well, right? Our loved ones. We're showing them how much we appreciate them by now the act of giving them something that that either you've worked for to get money to purchase for them, or you feel like throughout the year you want to give them things too. But this is a day of giving versus a day of just another day, regular day. So
yeah.
So you don't like to give gifts?
From that story. I do enjoy giving gifts, and gifts are given throughout the year. Either gifts are given or gifts are received throughout the year, right? And so to say that a whole year's worth of I believe you should have this is done in one day is the part that I'm disconnected with, and the thought that there's a necessity to give on this day.
I mean,
that's just where I was. Bro, I've been thinking about it. I've been trying to figure out what is it.
Okay, I will say certain parts can be commercialized in the sense where it's like, okay, like for us to, you see the sales and like, oh, I got to get this stuff so I can buy, and then I got to give a gift. If I don't give a gift, then my kids, they might feel like they're not special. Everyone else is getting the gift and celebrating, but yet we have absolutely nothing over here. My parents, they don't love me, and this and that. Okay, I understand sometimes like that added pressure where someone might feel like they have to, which is something that's important to know. Like if you can't,
maybe that's it.
If you can't, if you can't, I'm not gonna say not that I'm saying that you can't afford a thing, but for those watching or hearing this, if you can't, don't feel obligated where you have to go above and beyond. Sometimes you can give something small, right? You can make a gift. You can go to the local Dollar Tree or whatever, where things aren't $1 anymore, but, whatever different things, give them something. They want to receive something, Ricky. Give them something. They, Daddy, don't you love me? Daddy.
Yeah. And that's the part. Like, and then I think you said it though. I don't like to feel pressure into doing anything. I want to do a thing because it's in me to do.
I guess, yeah. Well,
that's a strong part. Like even just like how I live life, right? Yeah. Even in the sense where if the kids are crying or whatever, what I should do is respond to their crying. I'm not gonna respond to their crying. I'm not.
You let them cry?
That, or I say stop crying, or I say why are you crying, or we're gonna get to the solution. Like. Because what you're doing right now is an emotional roller coaster, an emotional experience that you're going through that it needs to stop.
Yeah.
So I give a 5-second countdown, usually. And then once the 5 seconds done, let's talk about the solution.
I love just, we as people, our uniqueness, right?
Yes.
How we would handle different situations.
Yes.
And our view of the same thing and how we see it in a different way,
Very true. And I like it too.
And I love giving gifts. Like I like seeing, those like my family. Like if I can give them whatever they want,
right?
Like I'll give it. Like I was looking the other day, this go-kart potentially. Ooh, it'd be fun for me to get. He didn't ask for it, but I was like, oh, it'd be nice for me to give them this go-kart, my son, and then we can like ride go-karts together. Whatever. It's like $1,600. I don't need it. He doesn't need it. I wanted it, but I was like, oh. I got excited about thinking about blessing him, giving him something like that, that he'll potentially hold on to and remember for the rest of forever, right? Like, so it's not necessarily feeling like the pressure of having to do something, but for me at least, it's, the joy that I know that I would experience and that he's going to experience or my kids will experience when the girls were younger, or even now, things that we buy for them.
Yeah. So which Christmas do they remember the most?
The one that they remember the most?
You ever ask them?
I haven't asked them. I know the ones that I've remembered, as far as like, the seeing the reaction, that on their face and so on, but yeah.
No, I dig that. Yeah, no, I gotta figure it out, man. I gotta figure it out more so too because my wife loves Christmas, right? And so to stay out of the doggy house, as some would say,
okay,
right?
Okay.
I have to figure out how to open myself up to the Christmas spirit.
Oh, yeah.
And see it in different lights.
Well, then maybe you could change it up a little bit, right? Mm-hmm. Where instead of gift giving, like acts of service of some sort, like doing something for them. Have you thought of like that? Like, I don't know, like maybe having something and providing. I know one year when really we didn't have a lot of money or whatever. So what I did is I created for Jessica, I can't remember if it was Christmas, Valentine's, or her birthday, but I created like a coupon book for her with like different things that I could, do for her, like a day of washing the dishes or doing laundry or whatever else. I mean, would you ever maybe consider something as far as maybe creating something like that to give to your kids so that they can cash in their coupon so that they can spend time with dad? That's your gift to them versus it being a toy or something that you purchase, and versus it being just a one-day situation. They have a coupon book that they can use whenever.
I think that's a cool idea. However, I think I do that.
Oh, regularly?
They do get time.
Well, yeah, I know. Every day. But they want to receive something too, Ricky. They want to receive something.
Why?
Just to show that, dad cares about and, and loves me. In addition to, and this is the thing too, sometimes we do things every day, but people want the above and beyond, right? Just like,
They want a gift to show them that I love them.
They don't just want a gift to show that.
That's what you said.
They want, they want a gift, but that's not only just to show that you love them only, right? But they want to receive something. Give the kids presents.
I mean, they get them.
Keep them happy. Put a smile on their face. Ricky?
Bro, I'm trying to figure it out, man.
Ah, sweet baby.
I'm trying to figure it out, bro. I'm working on it. It's a work in progress. I must say, it's a work in progress. I'm really working on it.
Wow.
So just say pray for me, bro.
It's amazing. Ricky, you are set in your ways. At your young age of 30 what? 33. Wow. And you are set.
No, I'm open.
Okay. You don't sound very open right now.
I want another perspective. However, that one, I don't know if it's the one that's going to work.
No? Okay.
The idea of me having to give them something to show them that I love them.
Not just that. Not just giving them something to show. I mean, just the act where it shows, okay, every day, yes, I see dad. Okay, it's almost like, or I'll use this as an example, right? Where do you tell your kids, I love you? Do you use the words and say, I love you? Yes. Yeah. I mean, every day you do things to show them that you do love them. You don't necessarily have to say those words, I love you, but you want to remind them, right? Like, hey, you have a roof over your, head. You eat every day. I take you to where you need to go. All of those things are displaying the love that you have for them, right? Because you don't have to. Okay. But then you still go above and beyond that and use the words to give that verbal, confirmation reminder that you love them. So same thing with the gift giving. You might give things throughout the year, right? But this is a day that's also dedicated towards, celebrating our Lord and Savior, but also doing and showing those around you how much you appreciate them, right? By doing something potentially, or maybe not doing anything. Maybe just, again, using your words or whatever it might be. But even the example of saying I love you to them, where you're already doing those things. You don't necessarily, some people are like, I don't have to say I love you. I'm doing it, right? I'm sure, but you still choose to. Right. But you still choose to say I love you verbally to them after you've done all of those things to show that you love them.
Yeah. Here's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
I'm thinking I could benefit from totally engulfing myself with a Christmas spirit.
Okay.
Right? And I think you said some points that could add to it, such as going out and helping others, right? Being an aid to others as Christ was an aid to us as believers and an aid to this world. So I'm going to try to see it through the lens of Christ, right?
Okay. Be like
Christ
Jesus.
Christmas, right?
Yes.
What would Jesus do? So He would help those that were in need. So maybe a weekend in December leading up to Christmas, the family and I go out and we'll go help some people. Another weekend, we'll go gift some things to some people. We'll go get a tree. Like, do different things together. And I think that could help. I think that would help put me there.
Yeah?
I truly believe so.
All right, cool.
Because I think hearing it from you and hearing all that's been said, I believe I was getting too focused on like the distribution of things as what Christmas is all about, as opposed to the overall and overarching idea of this is a representation of Christ with us and the different nuances of that. And as a believer, I can live life through that and get benefits, rewards, and satisfaction because of it. And so, this was really a therapy session for me.
Therapy session for Ricky. Yeah, I mean,
or others like me.
Exactly. I mean, but I can see it though. I mean, and if and when you do decide that you want to, help others, like and contribute and volunteer time, you can come and volunteer with me. We can head down to Naples and work on my parents' house.
I could be mad like you.
No, it's fun.
I use my hands.
Yeah, no, it was good. I mean, have you? Yeah. So,
have I done what? You know I do work.
You do? Okay. Well, I know you do.
I don't do floors.
Okay. Well, floors. Okay, that was gonna say. Have you put up drywall before?
No.
No. All right. So there's that. Have you?
But I could.
Have you put a faucet, like replace a faucet?
Yep.
Like, you've done that before?
Yeah.
All right. That's what's
I've done my kitchen.
Okay.
And I did somebody else's.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of whose was it. Was it at your house? No, it
wasn't mine. No. This was the first time I
know whose house it was. I know who.
First time I replaced faucet, and we did so at my dad's over. One of the things that I did for him is his gifts. And my parents, they live in two different households, but was act of my time. That was a thing that I wanted to gift to them. Where wasn't necessarily feeling obligated that to go and buy something, right? Yeah. But I love my parents there, and I want them to know that even though we're not in the house anymore, we're adults living with our own families and so on, that they can still count on us when we're still there. Yeah. That they don't have to feel like they're left doing it all on their own or whatever. So for my dad, I replaced the pipes under his sink. They were starting to they were old, going bad and whatever else, leaking here and there. So I went ahead and never done it before. Went to Home Depot, took some photos, bought the pipes, bought the this and that, asked the person for assistance with the purchasing, whatever. I said, hey, while I'm here, let me go ahead and buy him another faucet. Never done that before. Bought him a faucet as well and replaced the whole thing. And he has a nice new faucet with a long neck where you can pull and spray and everything. So, he has that and new pipes under his sink. And he's super happy. And then my mom went to her place and did some things as well, patched up some holes and put up ceiling fans and lights and, drywall and so on, because her house was recently damaged by one of the storms that hit down Fort Myers, Naples area. So went and helped her a little bit. So that was my gift to them this year. In addition to money, we gave them some money, but it was my time that, that I gave to them in act of, service in a sense. To show them that I love them.
There it is.
Right?
All that to say, there's so many different ways to not only take on the Christmas spirit, but to share the Christmas spirit. So, yeah, man, I'm going to say thank you, right? And you all were able to see a real situation, me working through Christmas, right? And so all that to say, hopefully this is not only beneficial to you, eye-opening for you, but also you could see different ways to have a great Christmas next year, right? Because Christmas comes each and every year, and going into a new year, there's a new Christmas that we'll get to take part in. So find the way that works best for you so that you can do what even O'Neill was saying, was having a great time with family and even giving of time, giving of coupon books, giving of gifts, money, whatever, whatnot, but doing it in a way that works best for you. I share my way. You can let us know your ways in the comment section below, and we'll continue to learn and grow together. Yes. So until next time, great people, we love you all. We appreciate you all. Till next time, peace.